Aloha and good morning. Today's mini lecture is going to be on the big question. And you're wondering, what is the big question? Well, the big question is, in my mind, what are you going to do when you get sick? And that goes deep. Remember, when you get sick, that could mean, well, when you go to the doctor and he says that or she says you're sick. You may have the flu, you may have an infection, or you may have the big tear that everybody starts to think of at all ages, the big C, cancer. What are you going to do when you get sick? Okay? It's a big question. Remember that. You're going to have to really start digging deep, or you're going to have to go to your friendly neighborhood savior, which is possibly the hospital, the doctor, the system, okay? Which is going to, remember, not cure you, but it's going to help you with your symptoms and see if it can manage your problem. Manage. So you have to be pretty smart. Okay, you have health insurance, but it's really not health insurance because it doesn't help you with your health. It helps you with your sickness, sick insurance. But your health insurance, remember, what are you going to do when you get sick? Your health insurance is you got to start learning right now. You got to start learning, putting in the time, and really starting to investigate everything. Just what it is. It's not an easy job to be able to navigate all the different areas that we need to be smart. Okay? Remember, you get sick is because why? It's because you weren't as smart as you thought you were. Okay? Remember, there's about 50 departments that you're going to want to learn in terrain modification. I wish everybody would learn this because it does give you the edge to know about all the different departments that have to do with life, existence, regeneration, just ideas and practices and protocols that you'll see. If you really want to get serious with your health, you have to put in the time and effort into doing what you don't even know that you need to know what you need to do. I mean, what a confusing, okay? Remember, you don't even know what you're doing wrong right now. That's why I'm losing my words here in a sec. Remember, what are you going to do when you're sick? What are you going to do? Better backpedal. Okay, you're going to have to go to the doctor. They're going to give you the medicine, actually the drugs, okay? Synthetic forms, no natural. And your health care, okay, insurance is going to go ahead and, remember, manage your symptoms. It's not going to tell you how to get better. It's not going to tell you how to change your diet. It's not going to tell you how, well, maybe your chlorine in your shower is toxic and you better negotiate that. Or the lipstick that you're using, well, most of them have lead in them. And the tampons that you're using, well, you better get organic ones. Well, and the GMOs, yeah, they've been shown to give leaky gut syndrome and gastroenteritis and all different sorts of other types of problems. Chemtrails, well, yeah, everybody says they're real now. What are you going to do about it? Well, investigate. Okay, remember, we're all getting toxic for a reason, from our food supply, our water supply, not having enough sunlight, not having a balance in nature. Balance. Okay, I live in Hawaii, and I'm surrounded in the natural world here. I don't know what to say. What a beautiful feeling. Is because the other parts of the world that have cities and a lot of technology, those are the technological synthetic worlds. And when your body's healthy, let me tell you, those places over there just don't make sense. They just don't. The feelings of all the people scurrying around, okay, sick, in fact, and tired, is because they're in the technology. Technology is very damaging. It does help us in many ways, but it's very damaging. Okay, nature is very healing. The problem is we don't get enough of the sun. We don't get enough of the greenery. Okay, nature. Animals. Well, When you get sick, most likely is because you got a lot of sickness inside you. And if you're eating animals, remember cadavers? Sort of weird. Eating suffering dead animals is not raising your consciousness. Okay? It's just not. And that's a big talk, just that alone. Remember, the meat, conventionally grown meat, if you just go ahead and do the research on, it's full of parasites, full of chemicals, full of hormones, full of antibiotics, full of vaccines, a lot of stuff. Okay? Fed GMO food, and what you eat is what you become. And if you start looking like the pig, well, maybe it's because you're eating too many rumps of GM-fed, GM, genetically modified food fed pig, beef, chickens, fish. It all gets tainted. Okay, eating flesh is not a healthy thing to do. It's just not. And if you think it is, you keep on eating it. And then again, you should give yourself the examination in the mirror. Again, what are you going to do when you get sick? You don't even know it. Take your clothes off in the mirror. Not being arrogant. Okay, I'm not being cynical. But take a look. Give yourself an examination and look and see what you become. Look and see the accumulation. Accumulation, that's body fat. Of what? Toxicity, yeast, mold, fungus, candida. Remember, if you have body fat, it means you're a sugar monster. End of story. Processed carbs. Even if you're vegetarian, you're still eating a bunch of garbage, a bunch of processed foods which don't have plasma in them. Plasma is life force. Even if you're eating foods from the farmer's market, if they're not live out of your garden, you're not getting the plasma. You're getting nutrition, there's no question. But if you're buying conventional food at the store, you're getting maybe some nutrition, very minimal. And you're getting a load of toxic chemicals. Just are. Fumigants, gases, insecticides, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides. It's in everything. Canned foods, bisphenol A. Again, what are you going to do when you get sick? Better figure it out now. You know, I'm breathing in my car right now, and I have the window shut, so I have the air blowing, and it's positive ions that comes out, and it grabs my throat, makes my eyes turn red, irritates them. And if you live inside an office building all day long with air conditioning and or heat, or you're in a place that's just cold and you got to be indoors all the time and you're in artificial, dirty, stale air, listen to my throat. It's locking up. So the healthier you become, you'll see that you'll become sensitive to toxicity. I never use my air conditioner because it makes my throat lock up. I never use my heater. Listen to my voice. It's kind of going to freeze up on me. Put the window down here. Just get some fresh air in here. So, again, terrain modification protocols. Very simple. I've done hundreds of videos on YouTube. You can catch some ideas there. And if you want to get an advanced approach to not only learning, researching, become the experimenter of yourself. Become your own researcher. Become your own doctor. That means teacher. Okay? Become your own physician. Whatever you want to call it. Okay? It's just really hard for me to watch people get sick. I'm seeing everybody sick. That's all I get a chance to be able to see is a lot of sickness. And there is some health people in between, here and there. Everyone's catching on. Okay, so again, when you get sick, what are you going to do? You're going to have to backpedal. So in the meanwhile, I think it would be very smart to learn a non-toxic life and really start to learn about energy, your body's energy. It eats plasma, it eats light, it eats magnetism, it has minerals, it has water, it has filters, it has a sewage pit, okay? It has a prostate as men and lymph glands, and you need to learn about all these things. We've done hundreds of lectures, and this video is not for the person that already knows who I am, but it's for the people that want to engage. Again, when are you going to wake up you got to sort of think, when are you going to wake up to the thought that you're going to get sick one of these days, and we're not talking the common cold, and you're going to have to navigate it. And by that time, it may be not easy to navigate. It takes years and years for you to get sick. Years and years to get toxic. When's the last time you cleaned your filters? When's the last time you did water fasting? When's the last time you cleaned your skin? When's the last time you gave yourself an enema? When's the last time you actually had real live food out of your garden? When's the last time you got out in the sun where the sun doesn't shine and get sun on your private parts because it's necessary? When's the last time you tried to clean your household up? Okay, remember, it's all part of the game. So try to learn as much as you can from other people that are all, doing the same thing that you want to do, is just live a healthy, wealthy, happy, and evolutionary life. Just easy. So engage. Okay, that's the game. Engage. Like I said, it's not engaged where you're going to get an engagement ring. You're going to engage and really start to honor your body, honor your friends, honor everybody that lives on the planet. We're all connected. No matter what religion you're from, creed, race, age, doesn't matter. Okay? We're all sharing the planet together, and once you disconnect from the parasites in your body, you'll not just see this, you'll feel it, and you'll run your life by it. You don't need to really have anybody tell you what to do. So anyways, aloha, and we will see you next time. Wow, what a beautiful day. Okay, aloha.
Important reminder: all information and ideas are for informational purposes only and are in no way intended as medical advice or as a substitute for medical counseling. Earthshift Products, Dr. Robert Cassar, all of their partners, affiliates, and subsidiaries will not be held accountable for the use or misuse of the information presented therein. This information is not intended as medical advice. The authors, publishers, and speakers of this work are not medical doctors and do not recommend the use of mineral-deficient foods, drugs, or medicines to achieve beauty and to alleviate health challenges. Because there is always some risk involved, all persons involved with the development and distribution of this information are not responsible for any adverse effects or consequences of any kind resulting from the use or misuse of any suggestions or procedures described on our website or Earthshift Live radio talk show or therein.